Traders war room, what you wanna do? Locked and loaded. Stocks, I'm on it.
Hey, you know I'm on that though, man.
Y'all, come join it. In the traders war room, warring with the market every day. We on Zoom. Never gonna quit, ain't no way we gonna lose. I done made a profit and it's way before noon. Way to go, dude. Come and learn how to trade stocks.
What is up, team? Chad. I'm Chuck's AI, and I got a fantastic video for you. We're going to talk about a whole bunch of things. One, NVDA, like what happened there, right? I got some other stocks that I think that you need to pay attention to because they might make you some money. And I definitely got a whole bunch of products and services with the links in the description that can make you a killer trader. And all I got to say to you is follow me and let's go to war, baby. When that market bell rings, we're out there killing it, making money.
Let's start out with NVIDIA. They had earnings and no surprise on results, but maybe that's what led to the after-hours action. Here's the scoop, and we'll look at the chart to see if we can find a move. The AI chipmaker reported fiscal second quarter revenue of $30.04 billion, marking a 122% year-over-year increase and surpassing the anticipated $28.73 billion. Earnings for the quarter hit 68 cents per share, outpacing the forecasted 64 cents. Looking ahead, NVIDIA issued strong sales guidance for the current quarter, projecting revenue of $16 billion, well above the consensus estimate of $12.42 billion. Moreover, NVIDIA revealed the approval of an additional $50 billion share repurchase authorization. So, why did NVIDIA tank after hours? Well, some think it's just some selling pressure and profit-taking. Others think the news was good but not great, and the whales wanted great. Others, like me, think they will find support and make a new high closing the week or into next week. Here's what a top analyst says. They agree that NVIDIA topped estimates and essentially are suffering from a knee-jerk reaction with some top-end pressure being expelled. He also agrees that we'll probably see a continued uprise from the strong earnings and buyback and a dividend mentioned. So I'm going to stick with my assessment and stay a bull at heart on this particular idea. So let's take a look at NVIDIA over the past 5 trading sessions. You can see clearly that we've been in a range of between $130 and $122. Of course, you can definitely see where we sold off and after hours and took a pretty significant dump to the downside at $115 on the low. So looking at a boxed out chart, you can clearly see some levels that interest us. Going from the high to the low, we have a mid-range of about $122. An easy way to look at this would be we can play the rejection bounce towards the midway point, but we have to expect rejection until we clear that zone. Once we clear the zone, then we can look for the explosion to the upside. Adding some interlevels, we can definitely start to set up some trigger points for scalping and day trading ideas. But that will only get us nickels and dimes, and we really want to get a powerful play off of a bounce. So we really need to push out a little bit and get some significant levels that would give us great opportunities if we were to trigger off of them for the next move either higher or lower. So for that particular type of idea, we really want to look at the 4-hour chart for a powerful swing opportunity. What I'm looking at is I'm looking for a hold above $119 or rejection for the swing. Target would be $140 or greater on the long swing or a retest of $105 range on the short. So this would be my long trade I would be really looking at for a push out into next week. I like the $140 call, and even though it's elevated a little bit, we'll probably see that price drop tomorrow because of the after hours move. And if we end up holding that lower levels into pre-market, we can get this contract significantly cheaper, which would be a good gamble play in my opinion. Of course, if you have a long side, you have to have a short side in order to ensure you're hedging appropriately. I would look for the 105 put as I explained, and as you can see, definitely a lot cheaper, and this would probably be elevated as well if we end up holding the lower levels once the marker bell rings. But I think anywhere under $200 if the momentum holds, we could definitely see some profit from some significant slippage. Okay, so enough about NVIDIA. You guys have the game plan, so let's go ahead and talk about some other stock ideas that I like closing out this week and into next week. I want you to pay attention to SMTC. This thing popped up on one of my scanners that I have for momentum plays. It's inside of the semiconductor realm, but it has done very well and showed consistency. So I'm looking at the $45 calls on this particular play. They do monthly, so we can expect a little bit of volatility off of some lower volume. But I think this is a great opportunity for continued projection to the upside as long as the overall market stays relatively healthy. I like Uber for a trade. When you look at the 3-month chart, you can see that we are really edging on the potential of a break. And I think with a healthy market where speculative and growth stocks are starting to accelerate, we could see the push given enough time. When you look at the month chart, you can really see the opportunity for a break to the upside. Essentially, you have an inverted cup and handle, and with some strong momentum, I think that this could easily get $75 sooner than later. So I'm going to keep with that September 20th time frame, and I'd like the $75 calls in the price. This gives us enough time for the underlying stock to make the move, plus allows us tactical advantage so that we don't really have to stress over the ins and the outs of volatility during the regular market session for a while. Best Buy is on my list as well, and this thing looks fantastic on the further out charts and the near charts as well. Here's the 3-month chart, and you can clearly see that we're looking towards a breakout. The 1-month chart also shows a fantastic move of acceleration at a good pace where you have some ups and downs as it travels. Moving into the 1 week again, you have a nice spike with a little bit of downward pressure, but holding that support, and I think this gives a great opportunity for the push higher and a breakout. So I think the $95 call, once again, we're pushing out to September 20th, but it's a budget-friendly and has the volume of interest that makes this a good opportunity given the time frame it has. But I will also couple that an equal trade as far as posit sizing is concerned on the $90 call. I do think this one gives you a better opportunity to make significant money, but of course it's a little elevated in price for the smaller account, so definitely if you're strapped for cash, you need to only go in as light as your portfolio can handle with the risk. Alright, so the next stock I want you to pay attention to is AI. Now, this has been very suspect. There's a lot of short interest on this, and it does have earnings coming up next week, but I think when you look at this chart and you see the sell-off, and as it's holding support, it gives a great opportunity for an explosive bounce play from that support zone. Here on the week chart, you could definitely see a classic two-leg strategy to the downside. Now, typically, I would be more on the side of continuation for the bear, but this does have a catalyst type of event coming next week, and we did have some weak market overall eating in this particular speculative trade. So I'm going to give 2 options, but I'm leaning to the side first and a short side second. This trade actually gives you a perfect opportunity for the ghetto spread. So I will be looking for the long trade here at the $25 call. Again, everything I'm looking at is going to be on September 20th. The volume is there, plus the price is nice, and it just gives enough time to make the significant move it needs. For the short play, I'm going to look for the $22 put. Now, the reason for the double play on this one is part of the ghetto spread strategy is giving yourself enough time so that potentially can capitalize on both moves, one to the upside and to the downside. Also, if we get an explosive move going either direction, we can overshadow the capital put into one trade with the potential made from an explosive move on the other trade. Now I'm going to give you some quick money plays and not much technical analysis or due diligence on these. I'm just going to give the play in the direction I think, and I'll let you take the wheel and hopefully make some bank. PLTR equals long. Upstart equals long. Charge point by shares and hold. Robinhood equals long. Campbell Soup equals long. Path equals shares and hold. Brown equals long. Riot equals shares long and leaps. Tesla equals long. Meta equals long. All right, that's all I have for you on this tonight. I hope you have a decent baseline to start from. I give you good stuff for free, but if you want the great stuff, you know that real-time, entry, and exit type of fire, you gotta join the team and become a Trader's War Room market warrior. Right now, I have a fantastic deal where I'm offering the first month at $5. If you love what we do and you decide you want to stay, then it just automatically rolls over into regular price at the end of the month. However, you can always cancel at any time 24/7 if you decide not to continue. Remember, if it is only futures you're interested in, I have a month package or you can get the mentorship package. All the links are in the description. And if you have any questions, you can always direct message me or send me a business text at the business line. Just so long as you stop dragging your feet and you make it happen. So quit wasting money that's not making money. Join a team that is made of true professionals that actually teach you how to make money from trading the stock market. The link is in the description, and I'll see you when that mark of bell rings. And remember, let's go to war together.
In the traders war room, warring with the market every day we on Zoom. Never gon' quit, ain't no way we gon' lose. I done made a profit and it's way before noon. Way to go, dude, come and learn how to trade stocks.